Aquaman Blu-ray Steelbook came in the mail today, so let's dive into this and do a little bit of an unboxing, open it up, take a look at that steel case, I'm so excited, and then dive into those special features. Alright, there it is. Aquaman has come in the mail from Best Buy. I'm so excited to unbox this thing and take a look. Let's dive in here. Alright, let's see. Is that going to be the easy? You know, it's so hard to hold a camera and then open this one hand. All right. Fast forward button. Ta-da! Oh, man, look at that steelbook. I am so excited. Oh, my gosh. Get out of there. Move. Oh, man, that is just so slick looking. Okay, so that was nice. The Best Buy sticker and sneak peek sticker, it was part of the plastic wrap, so that just came right off, so that was really cool. Let's take off this 4K thing here, which is, you know, the back of that, which is pretty nice. Let's come over here. Oh, I flippin' love it. I think that just looks fantastic. Let's crack this open and take a look inside. I do love this design. This is the Ultra HD one. That is pretty slick looking. Don't have a 4K TV yet, so, you know, we'll just set that aside. But here is my Blu-ray. It's pretty basic, but I do like the design of the trident on there. And now I'm super excited to dig into these special features and review them. Just finished watching through these special features. I mean, there's a good number of features on here. They total probably about an hour or more, like not much more though, and they're really cool and really detailed. What I decided to do though was not hit every single special feature on here because, you know, some of them you could talk more about, some of them you really can't, some of them get a little repetitive. So I just kind of went through and starred some of my favorite special features and the details that those features cover. So let's hit this. Becoming Aquaman. I thought this was a fantastic feature, and what I like best about this feature is this is a feature all about Jason Momoa and him becoming Aquaman, like him playing that character. I mean, he talks about his excitement and landing this role, and first talking to Zack Snyder and the vision of Aquaman there, James Wan and the vision of Aquaman there, but how he had to keep it secret that he was Aquaman for like the longest time, and he was bursting just out of the seams to tell people he was Aquaman. He was so excited about this role, so he talks about the challenge of having to keep it secret for so long, and then finally they got to announce that he's Aquaman, and then how much fun he had with that announcement, how much fun he had telling people. But what was the coolest about this feature is, like, you get to know Jason. The whole feature is centered around him. It's centered around the type of person that he is, the energy and the joy that he brought to set when he was there. Honestly, it feels like Jason is a dude I could be friends with and we could go hang out. I mean, that's what this feature did. It just helps you get to know him. And I think one of the coolest things about this feature is seeing what a family man he is. Like how much he loves his wife, how much he loves his kids. And he said that the hardest thing about filming Aquaman was the 2 months that he had to spend away from his wife and his kids. And so you get to like another part of this feature where his wife and kids come to visit him on set. You get more into details of how excited Jason was when he first put on the comic book Aquaman outfit, and he could not wait to step out and show his kids how awesome he looked in the outfit. So it was really cool the way they dived into his personality. You get to know Jason better. His excitement for the role is absolutely infectious, which for me made me like the character all the more because it's so exciting to see an actor that is just truly excited to be there and be a part of that role, and it's really cool to see what a family man he is. Going deep into the world of Aquaman, I really enjoyed this feature because this was just an all-out behind-the-scenes look of the film, and a couple things about it were really cool, and they're things that it's like, you know, have to be a challenge, but you don't think about until you're seeing all the visual effects stripped away and you're seeing what this is. For instance, one of the big challenges, filming underwater. That just isn't gonna happen. You're not gonna film this movie underwater. So they're filming in these dry environments, in these big blue screen studios, and they're sitting in these giant fork-like things as they swoop in and swoop out. And Jason Momoa described it as a giant giving you a wedgie that you just can't escape from. And how it's like okay when it starts, but then several takes later and you're still in the darn thing. It's like, oh my gosh, can we be done? James Wan, World Builder. This one was pretty cool because this dives into the mind of James Wan and kind of how he visualized this world.
and how he had to think things through to kind of figure out the design of the city. So like, how would these people think about things? On the surface, we have bricks and clay and all that. They don't have that underwater. So then how would an underwater building look? How would an underwater city look? An underwater vehicle? And in this kingdom, they utilize this technology. In that kingdom, they do this. So James Wan really, like, it shows you his thought process and how he came up with the different ideas of how these things should work, and that was really cool. One of the things that was also really interesting, and it's a minor detail, but it's a major thing, and it makes you appreciate the visual effects people in this film even more, because in this feature they dive more into the idea of their hair. I mean, you see the behind-the-scenes stuff. They got little dots in their hair. Their hairs are all up in nets and stuff, and then they got this giant little cube up here on top of their head, and then they like had to do the CGI flowy underwater hair to give more of the underwater look and feel of it. And what a pain, man, that had to have been to go through and create all of those effects. But as you're watching the film, it gives you, and especially this feature, gives you a deeper appreciation for what an imagination a director like James Wan has to have to kind of think this stuff through before the cameras even begin rolling, so that they know how to shoot it and what to shoot. I gotta say, one of my favorites though would have definitely been the scene study breakdown. And that's because I love being on a film set. I love that whole process. And so it was really cool. Like, this goes through different scenes of the movie, and it's just a little different feature, so you can hit play all, or you can just pick whatever scene they got there and watch the filming of that scene. So the first one on there is the submarine, you know, where Aquaman breaks into that sub. Apparently that was day one of shooting. And so they're like, well, I guess we're just diving right in. But it's really cool to watch them film that scene, the thought process behind that scene, interviewing some of the people that built the set, how like a lot of the doohickeys on the wall were all rubber, the stairs were rubber, how much of the stuff was actually rubber, so Jason and his stunt double can like pick up other actors and fling them into the wall and stuff and have it look painful, but really it's not. So that was really cool to dig through that scene. Another one was the whole Italy scene, and what was interesting to me about that, the chase scene where the dude in that underwater outfit get up, you know, so he could breathe water while he's on the surface, and he's running through the hallway, and the cameras follow him as he runs through the hallway, breaking down walls and one room to the next. It was really cool to see them film that, because they really created this track so that the cameraman can follow a dude wearing that suit, running through a hallway, breaking through walls, and it was really fun to watch them film scenes like that and see how they put that together, and how like on set you think about this stuff and have to visualize this stuff. So there was a lot of really cool things in that scene study breakdown that I really enjoyed. The special look for Shazam, I did not like that. And the reason I didn't like it is because it's not like, you know, a first look or an extended trailer. It shows the whole scene with Shazam. You know, Billy becomes Shazam for the first time, and he's talking to Freddy for the first time as Shazam. It's like 3 minutes of that scene, which that scene is hysterical. And maybe it's already online or whatever, I don't know. The point is, I'm the kind of guy that kind of stuff, I just want to save it for the big screen and experience it. And so, thankfully, I've already seen the movie and reviewed the movie, but if I hadn't seen the movie, I would have been upset to have seen that entire scene here and now. But that's just me personally, but that's what the Shazam first look is. So there it is. Overall, I love the special features, and there's more that I just didn't talk about because I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to star the ones that I found most impressive, and I'm going to talk about those. But there are a whole lot more on this disc that are pretty darn cool that you could check out. So if you haven't got a hold of Aquaman yet, I will have that up in my Amazon store, so you could definitely check that out and get a hold of this for yourself. I think this is really cool. Ordered that through Best Buy. But anyway, what did you think of Aquaman? Are you excited to own this movie? Let's talk in the comments. While you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian. Hit the bell by the subscribe button so you're notified for my next Blu-ray special features review, movie review, trailer reaction, theological analysis, or anything else I do here. I'm Durbin. Thanks for checking out Durbania.